You'll shudder over this one, even though you might call it a corny story. Arnold Everett strode down the aisle between the rows of desks that lined his office, glancing from one to the other. He smiled to himself as he noted the occupant of each. Yes, things were working out fine. There was only one man left. One man to get rid of. Old Man Pietro. Arnold stopped before the graying, aged Carlo Pietro's desk and looked down at the gaunt figure. Will you see me in my office, Mr. Pietro? Say, 10 minutes?
Why, yes, sir.
Arnold returned to his luxurious private office. He waited impatiently for Pietro's knock. After a while it came. 2 timid raps. Arnold bid him enter.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Everett?
Yes, Mr. Pietro. Come in. Sit down. The wrinkled old man sat nervously. Arnold studied him, noted his trembling, bony hands, his grim, skull-like face. I've instructed the cashier to issue you a check for 2 weeks' pay in advance, Mr. Pietro. I'm sorry, but I'm forced to let you go.
But why, sir? Did I do something wrong?
No, Pietro, it's not that. It's just that you're too old. I want only young men working for Everett and Son.
But, Mr. Everett, I've been here 20 years. I worked for your father before you.
That doesn't matter now. My father is dead. There is no room for sentiment in business. I want no old men working for me. They're slow, tire easily.
Please, I have no place to go. No one to turn to.
Don't you have a family, Carlo?
No, they are all back in Haiti. I left them 25 years ago to come to work in America.
Well, why not go back to them? A man your age should retire anyway.
Perhaps you are right. I only hope that when you are old, you are not treated this way.
Arnold turned away from the wretched old man and glanced into the mirror. Except for a few worry lines across his forehead, he scarcely looked his 35 years. Don't worry, Carlo. I'll make sure I'm not dependent on anyone when that time comes.
Some of us are not as fortunate. You do not have to fear old age.
Not with my dough, Carlo. But I'm a busy man. You can pick up your check on the way out. Good day.
Goodbye, Mr. Everett. Perhaps your love of youth and contempt for old age will change in the future. We shall see.
Carlo Pietro left the offices of Everett and Son and never returned. Arnold hired a young man to take his place, and Carlo was soon forgotten. But several weeks later, in Haiti, where the aging Pietro had gone...
What do you want with voodoo, old man? Why do you come to me?
I want something for one who loves youth too much, to teach him a lesson.
It was almost 2 months after Arnold had fired Carlo Pietro that the crate arrived. Arnold surveyed it on the rear terrace of his palatial estate. What in the world could it be, Jeeves? Is there a return address?
Yes, sir. It comes from Haiti. A Carlo Pietro sent it.
The crate stood about 7 feet high. Arnold scowled at it. Pietro, eh? Well, might as well open it and see what it is. Jeeves the butler pried the sides of the crate loose, and they fell away, revealing...
Why, it's a small tree, sir. How quaint. Look how gnarled it is.
There's a note hanging on one of its branches. It says, "Dear Mr. Everett, in my native land this tree is worshipped by the uneducated. They believe that it can ward off old age. Knowing how much you despise that inevitable state, I send this variety of oak to you. Perhaps it will help. Carlo Petro."
Sarcastic old codger.
What shall we do with it, sir?
How in blazes should I know? Plant it, I guess. It's an interesting type of tree in any case. Yes, plant it. And so while Arnold Everett watched, his servant dug a hole near the garden wall and planted the weird gnarled dwarf tree. That's a good spot for it. I can't see it from the house, so I won't be reminded of the ugly thing. A week went by. The burden of work that had grown so heavy on Arnold seemed lighter somehow. Arnold moved about briskly and began to feel more energetic.
Good morning, Mr. Everett. You're looking well this morning.
I feel well this morning, Jeeves. Arnold found a desire to play golf again, something he hadn't done for years.
Good shot, Everett. Right on the green.
Lord, I haven't played like this since I was 30. Even his visits to nightclubs and theaters with old flames grew more frequent.
Why, Arnold, you dear, you dance divinely. This brings back old memories, doesn't it?
Not so old, Helen. Remember, think young, feel young. Then one morning, Arnold stared into the mirror. That's funny. I used to have wrinkles on my forehead and under my eyes. Now, they're gone. It was that very same morning that Arnold saw the tree. He'd decided to walk to the station and had noticed it as he passed the garden wall. Why, even the tree Pietro sent me looks nicer. Doesn't seem as crooked and gnarled anymore. And the leaves look greener. Arnold smiled and walked on past. Life certainly was bright and cheerful lately. Probably being surrounded with young men at the office did it. Then, some days later... Face doesn't look bad this morning. Think I can squeeze by without a shave today. Arnold was whistling a merry tune as he neared the garden wall. But the tune died to a rush of air through his lips as he spied the tree. Strange, the tree seems to be straightening up. It looks different, almost younger. The next morning, Arnold didn't have to shave again, or the following morning for that matter. Good Lord, my beard, it's stopped growing. Arnold didn't go to the office one day. He'd meant to, but a strange desire took hold of him. The afternoon found him in the bleachers along with hundreds of teenagers, cheering for the home team. Come on, Pee-wee! Slam it, kid!
You can do it!
In fact, Arnold never went to the office again. Somehow he'd suddenly lost interest. Ah, this is the life, the old swimming hole, just like when I was a kid. Except for the curious fact that his beard had stopped growing and his wrinkles had vanished, Arnold had not noticed the horrible change that was taking place. It wasn't until his tailor exploded that he realized something was wrong.
Sacre Dieu! Your suit! It fits like a bag! Impossible! Your measurements have changed!
Changed? How? I don't understand. And when Jeeves announced that he was leaving, terror crept into Arnold's heart. I'll find employment elsewhere, sir. Your actions lately,
force me to resign. You've been behaving like an adolescent.
An adolescent? Golly, I don't get it, Jeeves. Oh, come on, hang around. Arnold locked himself in after Jeeves left. He was forced to search through old trunks in the attic for clothes, long since packed away to wear. Child's clothes. Oh, look, my old electric trains. Gee, I wonder if they still work. One day, as Arnold scampered about the garden, his hoop rolled over to the wall. It stopped before a young, queerly shaped tree. A sapling. Gee, that tree, it means something, but I can't remember what. It was the gnarled old crooked tree that Carlo Pietro had sent. Now it stood firm and straight, reaching toward the sunlight. Arnold studied it for a moment, scratched his mop of unkempt hair, then skipped away. Oh well, another time. Now I gotta go play with my soldiers. The next morning, Arnold tumbled out of bed onto the floor. He tried to get up. Something was wrong. His short, stubby legs wouldn't respond. He crawled all that day. My bugs! Where are my bugs? Oh, there they are. Over there. Near the garden wall, the infant that Arnold had become crawled after an interesting little insect. He stopped before a young green shoot sprouting from the soft, rich earth. Pretty flower. Nice pretty flower. That night, the deserted house of Arnold Everett was filled with the squalling howls of a hungry baby, crying for its bottle. Toward morning, the screams had changed to the faint gurgles and cries of a newborn babe. And soon even those cries died away. As the morning sun streamed over the garden wall, a golden ray shot downward toward the spot where Arnold Everett, several months before, had planted Carlo Pietro's gnarled and crooked tree. There, on a bare spot of black earth, lay a single object, an acorn. Well, kiddies, I hope you seed the point of this weird little tale. Which is worse, growing old or growing young? Arnold can't help you. He's just a gleam of sunlight now. Don't forget to read my column, The Crypt Keeper's Corner, for back issues info. Now I'll turn you over to that hag, the old witch. Bye. Don't forget, out of the mouths of babes.